Hi, sir.
Hello, hi there. How are you?
Hi. Hi. How are you?
All good. What about you?
Good. Same here.
Clean shave?
No. I'm not planning to. I'm
You already,
growing it
you
out.
already, you already shaved that.
Yeah, I feel a little bit of that, but now there's no doesn't matter. I feel.
Your voice is not clear. Maybe because of your
So
speaking
I did.
far from your system. Maybe.
Can you? Is it better?
Yeah, it's better now. So perhaps you are speaking far from the system. So maybe that is the cause.
Yeah.
Okay.
I,
Mano is joining shortly, right? So this is basically our topic for today. Should we wait for Mano 5 minutes?
yeah. Yes, sir. It's fine. Wait for 15 minutes. So I have to leave at around 5:45, but that's okay.
Okay, it's fine. Actually, this today was little bit problem in morning. I had some personal work, so that's why I shifted the class to 4:30. Otherwise, I will take on in
Okay.
morning only.
No problem.
So see, okay, let's discuss something about this multivariable function. So see, the agenda of today's lecture is basically we'll be dealing multivariable function, its domain range, okay, and level curve. So yeah,
There's a lot of noise. There's a lot of background noise
from my
in
side,
your from your side. Yeah, I think maybe your connection might be a little of your
uh,
like a static noise.
okay, so it may be a fan, but uh, how about now?
Okay.
Is it still coming?
Yeah, it's still coming a bit, but it's better. It's definitely better, much better.
Okay, just a second. I just change the gear of my fan.
Yes, yes.
Just how is it now?
It's there, but it's not. It's not. It's fine. It's,
Okay, you you minimize your volume maybe for the maximum volume you will listen more noise. So you minimize little bit so that you can just listen my voice and noise will be minimized. Maybe system error like that. Okay. So today the idea of today class is like in the previous class means it was demo. In demo class we talked about partial derivative, right? So that was demo.
yeah,
So I wanted to make more interesting of the topic. Okay. So we have already talked about
right.
derivative in IB, right? So how did
Hmm.
because once I say derivative, it is obvious that it is about slope. Once I say integration, it is obvious
Yeah,
that we are talking about area under the curve, right? So we can visualize a lot of things all together. So the idea behind demo was to make you understand a nice topic like the partial derivative. It is very awesome
yeah,
topic. Most of the students get fail to understand this. So my idea, you should get something out of demo. Although if you are
right.
not, uh, uh, you don't take class, or in worst scenario. But my idea was to get you something
Yeah.
from the demo. Okay, so that's why we talk
Yes,
about
yes.
partial derivative. Now my focus is on the understanding of the concept, that is multivariable function, and how domain and range of the function takes place here. Okay, and based on that we'll proceed to the topic called level curve. I have raised the term level curve in the previous class also, but we will discuss level
Right.
curve, domain range altogether today in today's class.
Yes.
Level curve, or you can, there is another curve also, that is contour map. Okay, so this is a really interesting topic. So in the next 1.5 hour, in a 1.5 hour, we'll be discussing about this. Okay. So there is Mano,
Yeah.
because I don't want to repeat the things.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I get it. I get it. I'm calling him, sir.
Okay.
So he's picking up.
He normally, set up the alarm. Like I know the habit. Like if we keep class around 6:30, so we will set up the alarm around 6:30, exactly 6:30. Okay. So when I knock the door, then he will wake up like that.
Huh.
So that's why he didn't answer, our messages.
Yeah, 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 yeah. He must have, kept it mentally in this thing for 4:30, not 4:15. So
Yes.
he's yet working according to the 4:30 time.
Yeah. Any
So I'll just get
yeah.
some water and be back.
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure.
So you were saying something?
Yeah, I was saying, did you get any messages from your college about the commencement or anything?
So yeah, recently, like a couple of days ago, I got an email from my university, but it was it was just it laid out the four options of what they can do. They haven't yet come up with decision, but they said that from worst to best scenario, they made four. So their worst case is it's totally fine for everyone. And the absolute best case scenario is when they have people on campus, they do a lot of, it's a hybrid system, so they do a lot of online.
Hmm.
But for some smaller classes, they want to take social distancing protocol and do the class. Like they'll keep distance, they'll make
Okay.
kids and the teacher
Hmm.
wear the gloves and the mask, and they're
Hmm.
also installing some plexiglass barriers
Okay.
between students and things like that.
Okay.
But that's the best case scenario.
Okay. So they are
And
planning to
but
start
for
like a.
international students,
Hmm.
yeah, but for international students, it's going to be yet very different. So mostly, like 99%, everyone is saying that we won't be able to go when we were supposed to. Like we'll
Yeah.
maybe be able to go only next year.
Yeah, even
Yeah.
the that flight is also not running. No, the domestic has started,
Correct,
but
correct. And even
international I think it's not been started.
mhm, correct. And even student visas, we not got it yet, any of us.
Mm. So no worries. I'm
So,
here to help you in maths at least.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Even the
Thank you.
student, she is from Chicago University. She get help, you know, in maths like in every Sunday, Saturday,
Right.
like that. So her school is like her college is also
Uh-huh.
online going on. It's continuously going on. It's not been stopped.
Okay. She's like second year, third year time.
I think she is in
Then,
first year only, but end of the session might be because we are doing multiple integral
correct,
method
correct.
like that.
She'll be in second year now.
Hmm.
Uh,
Multiple integral, that is the
She,
last topic
got
you
it.
will be having
Yeah,
in this.
correct, correct. Saw then, I saw all my math requirements for engineering from my university.
Hmm.
And then after you do some two, three maths courses, they have engineering math, which is actually another subject only,
Okay.
which we do, I think, from the second or third year.
Okay.
But I think before that we have two, three math things.
Hmm.
And I don't know if Manav sent you after calculus, there was this other maths course. In my
Okay.
university, it's called Math 241, I think, or something
Math
like that.
one. Okay. You
I'll
send
I'll
me
send
the,
it on the group.
yeah. You
I'll send it on.
send
I'll,
everything on group.
yeah,
It will be there on the group
yeah.
so
We'll
that
discuss that.
yeah we can refer. As far as the first year is concerned, this is that. And if suppose you have some operational maths or
Yeah,
any engineering maths, then also we'll look into it and then we can discuss accordingly. Mano has joined. Hi Mano,
he's joined.
Hello,
how are you?
how are you good? I'm
All
good.
good,
Good
all good.
afternoon, Manav.
Good afternoon. Vibha.
Now next time we'll tell Mano to wait for 10 minutes and we'll have some breakfast and then we'll come.
Yes.
Okay. Uh, okay, so let's
So,
see. The topic is basically multivariable function. In the demo class, I just wanted to make it interesting, so I have taken partial derivative. That is the after 2 3 class you will get that. But in the beginning, I want to discuss multivariable function so that you can aware the multivariable function properly. Its domain, range, level curve, contour map. Okay. Okay, so
Right.
as I explained already, I think in multivariable function, this is also pronounced as multivariable. As you are going in USA, so you will listen multivariable lot of time instead of multivariable. Okay, Z instead of Z. So you have to just adopt something when you go there. Okay,
Yes.
so as I'm Indian, so I cannot adopt completely, but I'll try my best. So as we have
Okay.
multivariable function, so so as we know that like uh, we have seen this f of x comma y is if it is written as x square plus y square. Okay, so how many independent variable are there in this?
Two independent, one dependent.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
two independent variable and one dependent variable. Okay, we have already seen f of, let's say, g of x is equal to x plus 1. So how many independent are there in this? One independent
One.
and
Yeah,
one dependent.
Yeah.
one depend.
Okay, so basically my point is we need to we need to understand the domain range, okay, of the multivariable function. So in like how do we graph this? If suppose g of x is equal to x plus 1, okay, how do we graph this? Will it require two
So
dimensional?
one will be
My question is like let me modify my question. Basically, my question is basically I wanted to know from you guys that how many dimension we require to plot this graph. If g of x is equal to x plus 1,
Two.
how many dimension we require? We just
two,
require
Two.
two dimension, right?
Yeah.
two.
Yes, two
Yeah.
dimension. So two dimension means this two is basically the total number of variable. Are you getting that? That two is basically total number of variable. That includes independent variable as well as dependent variable. Am I right?
Yeah.
So that two is
Two in
basic,
total.
yeah, complete total variable, including dependent as well as independent variable. Okay, so how do we represent domain in that scenario? How do we represent domain, or how, how many dimension we require to show domain of this function of
One.
g of x, of g of x? We are discussing g
One.
of x right now.
Yeah. We only
Yeah.
X value, right? For divide the domain.
So to represent domain,
Only that. One.
we just require x-axis, right? To represent
So one
domain,
dimension.
yeah, one dimension.
Yeah.
So to represent domain, we require one axis, okay, or one dimension, we can say, okay, to represent domain. But to represent graph, it required two dimension, okay. Now
Yeah.
let's come to this second part, second graph, which is f of x comma y is equal to x square plus y square, okay. So I just wanted to know from you what was the domain of first graph. I know it's very silly question.
All real numbers.
F
All
x
real,
is from negative infinity to
All real numbers.
negative infinity to positive, all real number, right? So now
positive.
in second graph, in f of x is equal to x square plus y square, we have two independent variable and one dependent variable. So how many dimension required to represent domain in this
Three.
case? To represent domain,
Two. Two
Two.
for
Two for domain. Two for
yes,
domain. Two
yeah.
for domain. Three total.
So to represent domain, we require two dimension. And what are those? What are those? X and y.
x and y.
Yes,
X one. Yeah.
that would be in terms of x and y. So we call that as an ordered pair. Am I right? We call that as an ordered pair. So x comma y is a relation. We call that as an ordered pair. And how many dimension is required to graph this function?
Three.
Three.
Three
So
dimension.
the
So
total number of.
yes, so total number of variable is here three, okay, and that many dimension we require to graph the given function. And to represent domain, we just require two dimension, that is x and y, okay. And domain is always represented in terms of an ordered pair x comma y. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Okay. So if suppose I ask you, as far as the third graph is concerned, h of x comma y comma z, which is x square plus y square upon z minus 3. Okay. So how many dimension we required to represent domain here?
Three for domain.
Yes, 3D, right? So we have to include
Three for
all,
domain and
yes, four dimension for graph,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
4D. What is
Right.
4D? What is 4D? Can you explain 4D? What is 4D?
Time. It'll be a parameter. It'll be a moving graph.
Yes, yes, very good, awesome. So Like
4D time.
yeah, I want to explain you little further about 4D. That is not there in detail in our course, but 4D is basically the fourth parameter which is dependent on these three dependent independent variable. Am I right? Because this h of x
Yeah.
comma y comma z can be written as w, okay, and that is this. So w is dependent variable on x, y, and z, right? So do you know what is gravitation, temperature, altitude? These things are some parameter which is dependent on lot of factor. If I'm talking about gravitation, right? Gravitation is vary, isn't it? It varies at different altitudes. Am I right?
Yeah.
If I'm wrong, you can correct me
Yeah.
anytime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it varies
No,
at
no, you're
different
right.
altitudes, right? So basically, uh, if I'm taking any point in three dimension, x comma y and z is the depth, okay, z is the height. So if I'm taking any point in three dimension, so that dimension affect the fourth parameter, right? Means the
Okay.
suppose
Yeah.
altitude is different, temperature is different at different altitudes. Are you getting that? That's why
Yeah.
Surat has hotter than, what can I say? Surat is hotter than Mumbai or any North Pole, South Pole, anything you can consider. The thing is, the height, you know, from the Earth's surface or the from sea level. We talk about the height from the sea level, isn't it? We most of the time we talk the
Yeah.
height from the sea level. Why? Because that height is also significant. So basically, that three dimension also affect the fourth parameter, and that could be anything like gravitation, temperature, altitude. So that is basically 4D, okay, four dimension. So how many dimension we require to represent domain in this case?
In which for W,
Yes. How many dimension we require to represent domain? Three dimension, right?
number of independent variables. Yeah.
Number of
Three.
independent variable. So number of independent variable. We are going to deal every aspect of this by taking different example. Don't worry about that. So this is all about like basic thing where we need to understand some theory here, that to graph hmm, a function,
Hmm.
we must have one dimension more than the independent variable. Am I right here?
Yeah.
And to graph domain, to graph a domain of a function, we must have the same dimension. We must have the same dimension as of independent variable. Okay. So this is basically the key point here that we need to notice. So everything dependent on independent variable. So the graph as well as domain. Have you ever graphed the domain? Have you ever graph? We are talking about graph of domain. Have you ever graphed the domain?
No. Yeah.
Hmm?
No.
No. We have drawn. We have drawn the graph of domain. Like since we have dealt with only one independent variable so far. So we have dealt with this. Okay, if it is x-axis, if suppose this is
Right.
0 and suppose the domain is more than 0, let's say the domain is more than 0, then we show like this, isn't it? If domain is more than 0, x greater than equal to 0, so that is this. Am I right? And you know the
Yeah.
function very well. You know the function very well here, where the domain is x greater than equal to 0. Can you mention any function here that you have done so far? Y is equal to root x,
Um. Yeah.
Yeah.
right? Y is equal to root x, where x is supposed to be greater than or equal to 0. So the domain of this function is basically x greater than equal to 0. So we used to draw the graph of domain also, isn't it? Just a
Yeah.
second. It
Yeah.
was touch. Okay. Is it not visible, no?
This one, see, your board is not visible.
Yeah,
Now it is. Now it
now
is.
it is. Okay. So this is basically the we used to draw the graph of domain, right? Now why? Because it clearly show the points of domain which we can consider, right? And it is easy to study, right? So now in two dimensions, if suppose we have two independent variable, right? So for two independent variable,
Yeah.
let's talk about domain and range for two independent variable. Okay. So I'm giving you one question here, that is f of x comma y comma z is equal to root x square plus 2y square plus 3 z square. Okay. So first of all, see, we always try to plot x and y axis on the ground. Okay, perpendicular axis obviously on the ground, and z would always be the vertical line. Okay, so that would be the convention we are going to use everywhere. X and y axis are on the ground, and z is the height. Okay, like this. So this is x axis, this is y axis, and this is z that I am talking. Okay, x, y, and z. Okay, so x and y is basically our the floor, you can say, and z is the height. Now here you have to uh, like we can simplify this. You know, we can simplify this. This is how many dimension we require to graph this function. How many dimension we require?
In four. Yeah.
How many dimension?
Four.
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 So we require four dimension to graph this, right? And how many dimension are required to graph domain here? Three dimension. Okay,
Three.
Three. Yeah.
graph of function and three dimension for domain. So see, sometimes sometimes uh, we can here. Is there any specific restriction for the domain? If I'm talking about domain here, so domain would be the order triplet. Am I right? X comma y comma
Yeah.
z, because there are three independent variable. The
Yeah.
domain is going to be plot on three dimension. You know, so
Mm.
we will have a triplet here. If suppose there are two independent variable, we will have an ordered pair to represent domain. Am I right?
Yeah.
So which values can be put here instead of x, y, and z? Is there any restriction? If you look at the function carefully,
X squared plus 2y squared
so
plus z squared should be
why?
zero.
There's no restriction at all.
Yes, there is no restriction. Why we are talking about restriction? Because
Because when you scroll,
yes, yeah, yeah.
it'll always be positive. So there
Ah,
can never be a negative value in the under this.
Yes.
So it's fine.
So do you understand? There are only one restriction here, which is the inside term, the radicand must be greater than or equal to 0. Equal to makes sense? Equal to perfect?
Hmm.
Okay. Because if it is in denominator, we cannot take equal to. Am I right? If the suppose the
Yeah.
term is in denominator, 1 over root
yeah.
something. then we cannot take equal to. So the domain is which satisfy this equation. Am I right? The domain which is
Hmm.
the order triplet here, that will satisfy this equation. So this will be satisfied by any order triplet, because we are taking x square, y square and z square, and that is going to be positive always, right? So you can say
Hmm.
x comma y comma z is like how would you write domain? So there is a method to write domain here. The domain can be written as domain. How do we represent? We'll write this x comma y comma z, okay, and order triplet here, such that what, x square plus 2y square plus 3z square greater than equal to 0. So that is the only condition, right? So we can have,
Hmm.
and even this is always true, so we can simply write x comma y comma z belongs to all real number. So r might, multiply by r, multiply by r. Do you understand this? Do you understand this? R cross R cross R.
Yeah.
So that is basically order triplet. Am I right? So x,
So R
y,
cross
z,
R cross R shows.
R cross R means x can be any real, y can be any real, and
Yeah,
z
Y
can
should
also
be
be any real. So this multiplication is basically, it will give you any sort of order triplet. Are you getting that? Huh?
in a
All right.
factorized sort of form.
Yeah, like this. See, if you have 1, 2, 3, okay, let's talk about ordered pair. What
Yeah, yeah,
is order? You got it, no? 4 comma 5. So we
yeah.
can have any ordered pair like this: 2 comma 5, 3 comma 4, any sort of combination, right? So that is basically an ordered pair. So similarly, an ordered triplet is basically from all real number. Any combination is okay here, because the radicand will never be negative. Am I right here? So the conclusion of this is basically, if we have four dimension, if I'm talking about four dimension, means we have three independent variable, right? And if we have three independent variable, we require three dimension to represent domain. We require four dimension to represent function. Am I right? We require four dimension to represent the graph of the function. Now, if suppose we have two independent variable, hmm? If suppose we have two independent variable, this is
Two.
mostly this will be discussed. Two independent variable. If we have two independent variable, how many dimension we require to represent domain?
Three.
Two,
Domain
Two.
two, and one more to represent the graph. Okay, or the total variable is the number of dimension we require to represent the graph of the function. Is it clear? Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. So now let's move to the different examples here, and you have to identify the domain and range of the function. What was the range of previous example? What was the range here of this function?
The range of the previous one,
Yes,
um, greater than equal to zero, right?
very good. So if suppose we represent dependent variable by w, so w will always be greater than or equal to 0. Do you agree with this, Mano?
I do, but how do we say? How can we definitively say this for a four something that is represented in four dimensions? How can we just say more than zero graphically mean?
No, we cannot graph
When
this.
we say
We cannot graph four dimension. We never graph four dimension,
hmm,
because the nature of the function is saying like that the value of w will never be negative. The nature of this graph not graph,
Yeah, the
the nature of
equation.
this
Yeah,
function basically saying that the w
the
will never
function.
be
Yeah,
negative, and we never plot four dimension figure. We are aware with three dimension only, right? That is the restriction of nature.
yeah.
Though the fourth parameter is dependent on these three dimensions, these three independent variables. Okay,
Oh,
yeah. So now identify the domain and range of the function. Okay. So the question is f of x comma y is equal to xy upon x minus y. Okay. Now you both will try and let me know the answer from both of you. What would be the domain and range of the function?
the domain x minus y greater than 0.
Yes, x minus y greater than 0.
0.
Okay, that is
So
the
x is greater than y basically.
Yeah, x is greater than.
X
what
is
are you
greater than
saying.
y.
Are you sure about this?
But
X is
but
greater
I don't
than
think
y.
we can write x is greater than because both of them are independent variables, right?
Yes, both are independent variable. See, first of all,
So we can't
understand.
write x. We have to write x minus y greater than 0.
See, basically the domain will
Is
be.
that
See, domain will be in terms of an ordered pair. Do you agree with this?
mm,
Domain will be in terms of ordered pair,
yeah,
Yeah.
right? Because there are two independent variable. There must be some condition involved the independent variable here. Otherwise, you can simply say x and y both are real, okay, or any real values. But there is some condition involved, and that is the restriction for the domain. Am I making myself clear here? So the restriction is
yeah,
basically,
Yeah.
yes. So the restriction is basically by looking at the denominator. Denominator will never be zero, right? See, everything is real here. Now everything is real. We are not talking about any infinity or z is going infinity because we see the surface. If we have xy plane,
mm,
right, on the floor, and if we have something z, xy plane, and some height is given, we are talking about some surface. We are talking about some surface. Am I right? We are not talking about any imaginary thing which is going infinity. Am I right? So there is a restriction
yeah,
here, and that restriction is basically from the denominator, and that denominator is x minus y. That shouldn't be what? That shouldn't be.
That shouldn't be that
less
should be
than
greater
No, why?
than
Why?
shouldn't be less than 0.
No, no, no.
Shouldn't
That shouldn't be
shouldn't
zero.
be
That's
oh
all.
sorry sorry. It can't be equal to zero. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
This shouldn't
can't
be
be
My bad.
zero. Why you are putting inequality in that? I don't understand that. Why inequality is important? We don't require inequality here. The term is not in the square
Yeah.
root.
It can be negative also.
It can be anything. It can be anything. Am I right?
okay.
It can be anything.
Yeah.
But the only
Yeah.
condition
Yeah,
is y should not be equal to x. Y should not be equal to x. Okay. So
Yeah.
yeah.
how do we graph, the domain? How do we graph the domain? We have been talking about graphing domain in how many dimension here? How many dimensions we
So
require
we
to
can
graph this domain? Two dimension. We require two dimension. So let's graph the
yeah.
domain here.
Two.
So we have to draw the graph. We have to draw x equal to y, and x equal to y will be dotted. Everything else will be shaded.
Yes. So this is x-axis. Okay, we just require two dimensions. X and so two dimension are plotted like this. So x and y axis. And if suppose
Yeah.
we have to exclude y is equal to x, because y shouldn't be x. So we'll
So
draw y
the
is
line is
equal
equal
to
to y.
x line,
Yeah.
and that y is equal to x line is
Dotted.
this line. Okay. So
Yeah.
apart from this, everything, all the points on xy plane is the point of the domain, or you can say that is the part of the domain. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the domain is, how do we write domain? So domain is basically, how do we write domain? That is important. So domain is basically an ordered pair x comma y such that y shouldn't be x. So this is domain. Okay. Now what about range? What about range of this function?
Um,
Yeah.
can you say that all real values?
Are you sure?
I mean,
Manav, what would be the see range? If I'm talking about range, we are talking about the value of z, all possible value of z, right? So range is basically output, and that is all possible value of z, all value for z. That is range basically. So now you let me know what would be the range. Is it not visible? What happened? Just a second. So did you get this? What would be the range of the function?
I'm not.
See, now introduce one more dimension to this xy plane. Okay, if you have one more dimension,
It will be
see you can have
everything
any.
except zero, right?
No, why zero is also possible. Zero is also possible. If suppose one of the
Hmm.
value is zero in xy, if one of the value is zero,
Okay,
let's say
okay.
if x is equal to
Yeah.
zero, y is equal to 4,
Yeah.
z
Yeah.
will be zero then,
Then zero.
right? So basically, it
Yeah.
involves all real number. Am I right? It
Mm.
involves all real number. So,
Hmm.
so it's very simple to understand this way. If you have xy plane, okay, xy plane, the only restriction is y should not be equal to x. But it's about z. So z can be acquired. That is depth. That is height. Am I right? That is height. So any point can be found. Any point can be found. So that is basically minus infinity to infinity. Am I right here? See,
Right.
if I introduce third plane here, I'm putting my pen. I'm putting my pen over the screen, the iPad, but it is not visible to you. If I if I do like this,
Hmm.
okay, this is z
Mm.
axis. Okay, so we can have any values of this z. Am I right? Even zero is
Yeah.
possible. Even zero is possible. So you can write range of this function as minus infinity to infinity, right? Minus infinity to infinity. and that is the value for z. So z is less than not equal to sign because we never get equal to. So this is basically the range of the given function. Am I right?
Yeah.
Right.
G is such that you can write like that. G is such that and the condition. Okay, so if you have written with this, so I move to the next question. Let's write the function is g x comma y is equal to root 4 minus x square minus y square. Okay, this is the function. Now let me know the domain and range of this function.
X square plus y square less than 4.
Less than equal to 4.
Less than
Yes,
equal to 4.
equal to, yeah. So domain is all ordered pair x comma y such that x square plus y square is less than or equal to 4. Okay. See, x square plus y square will always be greater than 0 also. Am I right? It is obvious that x square plus y square will always be greater than 0. Okay. Now what would be the range of this function?
And so if you have to graph the domain, it would be a circle, right?
Yes, not circle.
Centered around
No,
origin.
no, no, no. It won't be circle.
But
It will be disk. It will be disk because we have inequality sign in between, less than or equal to. So it will
right,
involve
yeah,
all the points inside the circle also. So it give you a
yeah,
sense of
yeah,
disk.
yeah. That's what I meant. Like
Yeah,
inside and including.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I understand. So what is the range of this function?
Z is such
0
that
to
it's greater than equal to 0.
3.
And is there any upper limit?
No.
No.
One second. One second.
One second, one second.
Means z
Yeah, it
can.
can't be greater than 2.
Yes.
Z can't be greater than 2.
Hmm. Yes, but how would we show that? So that is basically, that's why I was left this space. This is that, right? X square plus y square greater than 0 and that is less than equal to 4, even equal to also. So x square plus y square equal greater than or equal to 0 and less than or equal to 4, right? So from that condition we can find out the range of the function. Okay, how do
Hmm.
we do that? So
So this so it is
yes,
0 to 8, right?
yeah, 0 to 2.
0 to 2.
Yeah, 0 to 2 range. See, I'm proving that. I'm
0
proving
to
that.
8, right?
Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
I'm proving that and we'll discuss the shape of the object also. Okay. First, let's understand
Hmm.
how do we find the all possible values of z here, right? Z is nothing but g of x comma y. So if we have this condition for the domain, okay, this is the condition of domain. So if I multiply throughout by minus sign, what it will become now? So 0 greater than or equal to minus x square minus y square greater or equal to minus 4. Are you with me?
Hmm.
Because I have multiplied this by minus
Yeah.
sign. So now if I add 4,
Yeah.
so 4 minus x square minus y square greater than equal to 0. Adding 4 will make
Hmm.
the that minus 4 0. And it now if I can take square
Hmm.
root, so this will be 2 4 minus x square minus y square, you know, greater than equal to 0. So this is basically the all possible values of z here. You can see that. So that square root of 4 minus x square minus y square is nothing but z. So that is the range of the given function. So range of the given function is z such that 0 less than or equal to z less than or equal to 2. Now I think it's very much clear to you as far as the working is concerned.
Yeah.
Okay. Now let's talk about the shape of this surface. Okay. So x square plus y square less than or equal to 4. That is the graph of the domain basically. So we require two dimension to represent the domain. Am I right?
I have a doubt.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, Mano.
Yeah. One question I have. So basically, it is root of 4 minus x squared minus y squared.
Yes.
Can we also write that as root of 4
Root of
minus bracket open 4
hmm,
minus bracket open x squared plus y squared?
no,
Can we write it like that?
no. You are saying this root of, let's say, you are saying like this. I think root of 4 minus, let's say, a. So are you saying this root of 4 minus root of a?
No, no, no. No,
Then
no, no. No,
no.
no. I'm saying what you already written.
Yeah,
I'm saying root of
yeah,
everything in the root
yeah,
of gxy.
yeah,
I'm saying 4 minus inside the root only 4 minus
yeah. That we
bracket
can do. That we can do like this. You are
x
saying.
squared. Now one thing. Now we have shown, we
Yeah, yeah.
for
That's
the
one and same thing. I understood. I understood. I
for the
understood. I understood. You are
no, no, no,
making.
no, 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 I got it. I got it. No, no, no,
Yeah.
I got it. So it
You.
can't because it can't be less than yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
So x
yeah.
square plus y
I was
square.
asking that only. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So x square plus y. See the value of x square plus y square is ranging from 0 to 4. So the minimum value of x square plus y
Yeah, yeah.
square is 0.
Right,
That
right.
gives the maximum value of z, which is 2.
Hmm.
And
Yeah,
the
got
maximum
it.
value of x square plus y
Yeah,
square, which is 4, that will give the minimum value of z, which is 4 minus 4, root of 4 minus 4, which is root 0,
got it.
nothing but 0.
Got
Okay,
it.
now let's talk about the shape of this multi-dimensional graph function. So the the domain is basically disk in xy plane, right? If I make this graph of the domain here, so x square plus y square less than or equal to 4. What is the radius?
Two.
Yes, radius is 2. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and center is origin. Am I right? Center is origin.
Yeah,
So this is the basically the circle. So the points which inside this circle is our domain, including the border points. Okay, including all the border point. Otherwise, I would have make it dotted lines.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So including the border points. So that is the domain here. And what is the meaning of z is always between 0 and 2? What does that mean? What it will give you? What shape it will give you? See, z is, I'm trying to draw z here by this.
cylinder, right?
Awesome, awesome. So that will give us cylinder, okay, and
Hmm.
above 0, whose height is 2 2
Yeah,
unit, whose height is 2 unit. So
Oh,
it will give
2 units.
you cylinder, okay,
got
solid
it.
cylinder. Can we say solid cylinder? Is it a right term? Solid cylinder.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. So it will be a solid cylinder whose height is 2 and base, the base is circle, the disc basically.
Right.
Okay. Now let's move. So in
Yeah.
that way, are you happy? In that way, you are at least trying to recognize the shape of multi-variable function. Isn't it a cool idea?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Without
Yeah.
computer, without calculator, we are at least finding the shape of the multi-variable function. Even I am amazed.
Yeah.
Okay. So now let's move to the next
So,
question. So if we have, let's say, f of uh, f of x comma y is equal to xy upon x square minus y square. Okay. Now you let me know this time. What would be the graph of domain? You have to graph the domain. Okay. Before that, you have to obviously find the domain and let me know the range also.
okay, I think I got it.
Yeah,
Domain is x square minus y square can't be zero.
x square.
The domain is the mod of x. The mod of x shouldn't be equal to the mod of y. Should not be equal to the mod of y.
So how do we represent that? There is a simple method. Mod is very, how would you simplify mod? Mod itself a function, itself a bracket. How would I open it up?
Mm.
Uh, we- uh,
You got an idea about mod. It's okay, but
x.
what is that?
Okay, x square y square.
No, no. Why did you put mod then? Because minus plus is not cleared, na?
The-
Y could be either plus x
Yeah,
or
yeah,
minus x. So
Mm.
y could be both plus
yeah,
x or minus x. Am I right?
yeah,
So okay, let
yeah,
me let me write that. So the the idea behind domain of this function is basically the denominator shouldn't be zero, right? The denominator shouldn't be zero. It means x square minus y square should not be zero. Am I right? So x
Hmm.
square should not be y square. Now when we take square root, here the Dev tried well. He applied the mod, okay, and done the job. It was awesome, but he's still confused about why you applied, modular sign. So that is because we are not sure about
Mm.
y is equal to plus x or minus x.
yeah,
So this is basically, these are two different conditions. Okay, y can never be plus x and
Mm.
y can never be minus x. Okay, so this is basically the condition of the domain. So how would we write domain? How would we write domain here? We'll figure it out, like the graph. We'll draw the graph later. But how would we write the domain? What is the right statement to mention domain? Ordered pair.
Do we use that bracket? Sure.
Yeah, ordered pair. Okay, ordered pair. So x comma y, hmm, and such that y is not equal to x and y is not equal to minus x. So this is how we represent the, you know domain of this function. Am I clear here?
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Are you clear with this, Dev, about the modulus function?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how do we represent this now? How many dimensions we require to represent this function? How many dimensions required to represent domain of this function, not the graph?
Two.
2.
Two.
XY plane. So what we'll do first, we'll draw
Yeah.
x and y plane. Mhm. So this is x, this is y, okay, and y is not equal to x, and y is not equal to minus x. So y is equal to x is this line having positive slope, and and uh, zero intercept, okay, and y is equal to minus x is negative slope, okay, like cross. You got that.
Yeah.
So this is y is equal to minus x having negative slope minus 1 and intercept is 0. Now which region is there to represent as the region of domain? So all the points except points on this line. Am I right?
Yeah.
So the domain is basically all the points like this. Okay. So this is basically represent the domain of the function. All the points in xy plane except the points on these two lines, y is equal to x and y is equal to minus x. And range is obviously
Yeah.
all z value. Am I right?
All. Yeah.
Because there is no
Yeah.
condition for the height, all z value is possible. Only the condition is for x and y. Okay. Now let's move to the third example. So for f of x comma y is equal to ln y minus x upon root x minus y plus 1. You just show me the graph of domain. Okay, how would you represent the domain of this
Okay.
function?
So it is y is greater than 1 plus x.
Okay,
So I got
yeah, hello, hello, yeah, Dev,
Hello.
yeah, Dev.
I got y minus 1 is less than x, but x is less than y.
Y minus, let me write that, y minus x, sorry, y minus x is less than
Y
1,
1. Y minus 1. Y
and
minus 1.
y minus 1.
Y minus 1 is yeah, is less than x, and but x is less than y. So that's like
Yes.
the
Yeah, I got only one argument.
One argument.
Y
Why?
Yeah.
y y minus one is greater than x.
Y minus 1 is greater, but that is still less than. You got greater. How come?
Oh wait, yeah. Um, There's x minus y plus one. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
my bad.
Okay, so how would we get this equation basically? So that is basically just a second. So see, numerator involve logarithm, right? Natural log. So all the value inside natural log must be greater than.
No, 1 second, sir.
Yeah,
In that should root of
yeah.
x. So basically, x minus y plus one is greater than zero.
Yeah.
So x plus one is greater than y, right?
I'll come to that. What you're saying, x minus y plus 1 greater than 0.
That's the
Yeah.
same thing. That's the same thing.
Yeah, it's the same thing, but I'm saying then it will become only one argument, right? Because y-
Can I
uh,
write this way? X plus 1 greater than y. Can I write this way? Let's simplify
yeah,
this. Let's
yeah,
simplify this.
x plus one is
So y is basically less than x plus 1. Am I right? Y is less than x plus 1. Am I right?
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
by looking at the second condition here, that second condition is basically the value inside logarithmic function must be greater than 0. Isn't it? Here, this shouldn't be 0 or negative. Am I right? Because that will
yeah,
throw math error.
Hmm.
yeah.
So y minus x always greater than 0. So y is greater than x. Right? So we got these two
Okay,
equation,
yeah, yeah.
and this there was right here. So how would we plot
Mhm.
this point? Have you plotted it, Dev? Mano, try to plot these points.
No, sorry.
fxy.
No, 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 not
Oh,
domain,
okay. I
domain,
thought
Domain or the whole thing?
domain. We can't plot, no. We can't plot
Domain.
the actual graph f of x comma y. We can just imagine or we can understand the nature of the graph by looking at the domain.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Yes.
so. Sir,
Yeah,
I what I got for the domain
yeah.
is that it actually you can draw two lines.
Hmm,
You can draw x equal to y,
hmm.
and then you can I mean you can draw yeah, x equal to y, and you can draw y is equal to x plus one, right? So
Yes,
you get two lines,
Okay.
yeah,
and then um, the x plus one is a line.
Okay.
It
Can
should be everything below that and
yes,
everything
yes.
above the other one.
Yeah,
yeah.
Mana is already drawn. I think
So
Dev is also drawn. He was explaining
yeah,
the thing.
yeah,
So y, if you draw
yeah,
y is equal to x for this, and if you draw y is equal to x plus 1 for this, so y is equal to x. I'm choosing red pen because that is excluded. That is
hmm,
excluded, right? So y is equal to
Yeah.
x.
Yeah.
Okay, this is y is equal to x, and y is equal to x plus 1. So 1 is the intercept and having same slope, so it will be parallel to the line this way. So this is the equation of y is equal to x plus 1. So all the points inside this these two parallel lines, so we get a kind of strip here. Okay, the band which represent the domain of the given function. So you can imagine
yeah,
that, the graph of the function will be inside these two parallel line only, whatever the height is. Okay, we are not
yeah,
bothered about the height, but at least we can understand the nature of the graph Okay, the graph of this function would be between these two lines. Am I clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Now let's move to the another example, and then we'll move to level curve. Now you find out the domain range of this function and the little bit idea about the graph of this function, how the object or the surface of this function will look like. Done?
So it's a the domain can be represented as a solid sphere, right?
Yeah, Bob. We can say Bob.
With yeah, like a round
Yeah, yeah.
object
That is
with
called Bob. Bob. Bob is suspended. Bob.
bob, right?
Hmm.
With like a it has a radius of 3 and it
Yeah.
includes all the points inside of it. Right?
Yes. Yes. Radius of 3. Yeah. So all the points inside that. Okay. That is the domain of this function. Done. Manav, did you get the domain?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, the
So
domain of this function is
how to show
order
code
triplet. See, order triplet,
we
first of all.
are
Yeah, order triplet.
yeah.
And that would be, x square plus y square plus z square should
Yes.
be less than or equal to 9,
Next thing, yeah. Yeah.
right? Because if you take, like, if I explain you this way, if you take minus sign common here, it will give you x square plus y square plus z square inside the bracket. So this part shouldn't be less than, should not be greater than 9. It should be always less than or equal to 9, right? So we get
Yeah.
a Bob structure for the domain. Okay, solid sphere. Okay, right, that represent the domain. All inside point of that Bob represent the domain of the function. Will it x y z individually negative? Is it possible, like x y z can be negative?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, so that is
They
basically,
can be.
yeah. So only condition is center is at origin.
So
Okay.
it'll be from plus 3 to minus 3 along
Yeah,
all three axes.
yeah. So plus 3 minus 3. So let's say this is minus 3 plus 3, 3, 3, 3. Okay. This way. So this represent the solid sphere. Not sure about the diagram, but okay. So this is the solid sphere. Now what would be range of this function? What would be the range of this
Uh,
function?
the I
Range is dependent variable. Are you getting that? Range is dependent variable.
Right.
So what is the range of dependent variable? What is the values for dependent variable? That is z here. No, sorry. We have w.
Ah,
This is three
it
dimensional.
can't. It has to be.
No, no. This is
Yeah.
three dimensional
It has to
basically.
be greater than the range of the thing is greater than equal to 0,
Yeah, greater than equal to
right?
0 and less than equal to 3. This is
Three. Yeah.
similar to what we have, you know,
Yeah.
saw
Yeah.
in the two independent variable case.
Yeah. Done before.
Yeah. So the range of this function
Yeah.
is
Yes.
between 0 to 3. We are not worrying about the what parameter is w, but the nature of the function is such it will
Yeah.
range from 0 to 3. Okay. Now the last question I think. F of x comma y comma z is equal to root 4 minus x square minus y square upon z minus 3. What would be the domain of this function?
Oh, so the domain so is like
One,
a cylinder, a
three, one.
solid cylinder.
Yeah.
Solid
Wait,
cylinder.
no, 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 no. But it has like z can't be equal to 3.
Z is greater than
So
Z
no,
can't be equal
z
to
is
3.
not equal to 3.
greater.
It, it doesn't have to be greater. It can be less also than
Huh. Not equal to.
Yeah. So the
not
conditions
equal to
are,
3.
yeah, the condition are 4 minus x square minus y square must be greater than or equal to 0. Are you with me? Because that is inside the
Yeah,
root, radicand should not be negative. So this will give us x square plus y square less than equal to 4. Is it clear? This is the first condition.
yeah.
And the second condition is z should not be equal to 3. So we are having only two conditions that will represent the domain.
Hmm.
So how do we write domain here? So domain can be written as the order triplet x comma y comma z such that x square plus y square less than equal to 4 and z is not equal to 3. Now let's discuss how many dimensions we require to plot the domain of this function.
Three.
Three dimension because there are
3.
three independent variable. Okay, so three independent variable means three dimension required to show domain. Now can you show the domain here?
Yeah, I kind of
Uh,
Yeah, first of all let me know the base, what shape it will have.
some some like the base will be a circle and
This
except for z is equal to 3, like
base will
it
be
can have
disk.
any height.
Yeah, base will be disk. Okay,
Yeah,
it will have a
this.
shape of
Yeah,
cylinder. It will have a shape of cylinder and where z is not equal to 3.
yeah,
Okay, so apart from that
yeah,
all the points inside that cylinder including the border point is our domain. So if suppose I plot this point, So this is x, this is z, this is y. So x square plus y square less than equal to 4 is basically 1, 2, 1, 2, you know. So this is our base. Am I clear? This is our base. Base is disc shape. Okay.
Yeah.
It will have a shape of cylinder. At least we are getting some idea about the shape of. This is not the shape of graph. This is the shape of domain. Okay, we are getting some idea how to represent domain. This is not the shape of graph. Are you getting that? This is four variable. There are four variable involved in it. There are three
Yeah.
independent variable. I am showing the domain by using three
Yeah.
dimension. Okay, so don't confuse whether it is shape of the given graph or not. So for x, z is equal to 3, we will have certain plane where z is equal to 3. So except that plane, all the points will be a part of domain. All the points except this point which slice the cylinder at z is equal to 3. Except these points, all the points will be a part of the domain. Are you getting that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now let's move to the how to graph now. Okay, how to graph. We have been graphing the domain here, okay, based on the number of independent variable. If we have two independent variable, the domain is represented on 2D. If there are three independent variable, domain can be represented on three dimension figure. Am I clear? Now we are going to draw the graph, actual graph of
Yeah.
the function. So the next heading is how to graph. This is our next heading. Okay, so first of all, there are three steps involved in it. Okay, first is what we'll do. We'll have certain function like this: f of x comma y is equal to 6 minus 2x plus 3y. This is the two-dimensional function. If I'm saying two-dimensional, it means there are two independent variable I'm talking about. Okay, if I'm saying two-dimensional graph function, it means there are two independent variable into it. Am I clear? So
Yes.
f x comma y is equal to 6 minus 2x plus 3y. This is uh, two independent variable. This is a function which involve two independent variable and one dependent variable. Okay. So how to graph this? So naturally we suppose like we have been doing in IB, how to graph. We naturally put y is equal to f of x. Am I right? We replace f of x by y like this. If suppose the function is f of x is equal to x square. Suppose this is
Yes.
the function. So naturally we involve the second dimension to it, that is y. Am I right?
Mm.
So we replace f of
Yeah.
x
Yeah.
by y and we plot the graph in xy plane, isn't it? That was the key idea behind it. Now, if we have this multi-variable function which is f of x comma y is equal to 6 minus 2x plus 3y. So what is our idea?
Mm.
First of all, we replace f of x comma y by z. Okay. The second point is in this we try to understand the surface. Okay, we try to understand the surface, or we can use calculator also or computer. Okay. The third is we'll use computer to understand the surface. Okay. Because sometimes it is very difficult to recognize the pattern. It's difficult to recognize the graph if it is very wacky. So we need to understand that graph by using computer. Okay. So now, if suppose I'm giving you this function, this is our function f of x comma y comma x comma y is equal to 6 minus 2x plus 3y. Can you draw the graph of this?
I mean,
That's very simple.
We
you
can
can,
zero.
See, first of all, what we'll do, we'll replace f of x comma y by z. Okay, follow that step. Z is equal to
Yeah.
6 minus 2x plus 3y. Okay, and if I arrange the terms, it will look like this. Have you ever seen this type of equation before? 2x minus 3y plus z is equal to 6.
Yeah.
Whose
Yes.
equation is this?
This is equation of a plane.
Yes, that is an equation of a plane. Okay, what is the normal of this
yeah,
plane? What is the normal of this plane?
2 minus 3, 1.
2 minus 3, 1. Uh, is it clear, Dev?
yeah,
Is it clear to you?
yeah,
Okay. So 2
yeah,
minus 3, 1. This is vector form. Don't confuse. So that is the normal of the plane. How to represent how to show this graph? How to show the graph of this function? How to draw the plane basically? It's very simple. You can draw this plane on x, y, z coordinate axis, x, z, y. It's very simple to draw this plane, right? If you see this plane, if there is a x, y, and z intercepts by using this plane, we can simply find out that. Am I right? Because if suppose you consider x-axis or
yeah,
y-axis or z-axis, if you consider x-axis, y and z would be zero there. On x-axis, the value of y and z are zero. Come on, guys.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
And on z-axis, the value of x and y are zero. Similarly, on y-axis, the value of x and z are
yeah,
zero. Right? So if you put x comma y equal to zero, what would be z? Z is 6. So obviously the plane will intersect z-axis at 6. Am I right? If you put
yeah,
xz is equal to 0, so y is equal to minus 2. So obviously it will intersect y is equal to minus 2 somewhere, here. This is y. If I take this as y and this as x, so y will intersect here. Hmm? And if I take y z is equal to 0, x is equal to 3. So x is equal to 3 somewhere here. Okay. So if I connect those points, that will give you a sense of plane. This is a plane. This is the required plane. Okay. Means the plane is like that. You understand? The plane is like this.
right.
Okay. So now you have to recognize the next function. You have to graph that. Okay. Understand the nature of the graph and try to recognize the surface. Okay. So the next is f of x comma y is equal to 9 minus x square minus y square. F of x comma y is equal to 9 minus x square minus y square. So you just find out the surface. What would be the surface of this function?
Of the whole function, right?
Yeah, the function. I think Dave has some call at 5:50.
Yeah, sir. It's my cousin's graduation
Yeah.
virtual thing, so I have
Okay,
to
okay.
be there.
Okay, okay.
Right.
So I am giving you two homework. This is one homework. Okay. You can write that.
Okay.
One, two. Second function is g of,
And sir, you want us to draw it?
yeah, yeah. I want graph of this. If you are not comfortable recognizing the
Okay.
graph, you can use computer or calculator to figure it out. Okay. So you will get some sense of
Okay.
how it is, like why it is so, why it is, if it is paraboloid, why it is
Yeah.
paraboloid, why it is ellipsoid, why it is sphere. Okay.
Yeah.
So you will get certain idea by looking
Yeah.
at the equation itself. So the second homework is g of x comma
Yeah.
y is equal to half root 36 minus 9x square minus 36y square. Okay. Obviously we have calculator to understand that,
Yeah.
but suppose if you just by looking at the equation, if you recognize the object, isn't it cool for the engineering student?
Yeah.
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 Yes. So that is my purpose.
Okay.
So we'll stop here. We'll continue with level curve and
Yeah.
contour plot or contour curve,
Oh,
and that is really interesting. You will really try to relate that concept in real life. If you have done tracking, have you done tracking, climbing on mountain?
No.
no.
Not yet. Are you
Oh,
serious?
yeah. Trekking.
Yeah.
I don't know. So I heard something else. You said
Okay.
trekking, right? I
Trekking. Yeah.
heard cracking. I'm
Cra-
wondering what cracking is.
Trekking. Okay. Uh, I'm
Yeah.
Indian, na? I'm Indian.
Okay.
My
And
pronunciation may not be exact.
no, no, no.
Okay. Cool. So we'll
So,
stop
so
here.
we're meeting day after
Monday.
tomorrow.
Yeah,
Day
Monday
Monday.
will.
after.
Yeah,
Not day after Monday.
Monday will be meeting,
Okay.
and
Monday.
100% in morning. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye
Okay,
Thanks.
sir.
bye. Yeah.
Thanks.
Bye, sir. Thank you.